Hi, it's the 11th of June 2017. I'm Damien, and this is Enneagram Life. And I want to talk today about what I've gotten from the Enneagram, how it's helped me. It's helped me in a lot of different ways. But one of the biggest ways, it's really improved the content that I put out. So I see content as everything that you put out to the world. Whether that be a Facebook post or a face-to-face conversation or a phone call, you're putting out this content. And so much of the content you're putting out is coming from the same place, the same emotional place. It's coming from the same mood. So you're putting this mood out to the world. And a lot of the time you're putting it out subconsciously. But the Enneagram has really helped me recognize and see the mood that I'm putting out. Pretty much everyone's doing this. They're putting out the same mood. Now, this is a form of repetition. I've done videos on people that are very repetitive or being repetitive in the past, and those videos were different form of repetition. It was more about people that were literally repeating the same things. Maybe even saying the same sentences word by word, or at least they were talking about the same topics constantly, bringing up the same topics, bringing up the same subjects, bringing up their same opinions on the same topics, on the same subjects, with the same sentences. And that was a different, or just repeating a statement again and again, the same statement. That's a different form of repetition. This is actually harder to detect, because it's mood. But so you might not be repeating the same, you might be reflecting totally different, speaking about totally different topics, but the same mood is coming across in what you're saying, and it's actually coming across subconsciously. And the Enneagram helped me see that. And that made interacting with me much more varied, because I wasn't repeating or saying, I wasn't in that same emotional space. I wasn't putting out content that was in the same emotional space. It was different content. I wasn't in the same, my content didn't have the same flavor, the same mood to it. And if you say, look at someone's Facebook posts, Facebook's good because it's written there in black and white, and you can scroll back for years and look at their post by post by post. You can probably see that this person is in the same mood, post by post by post, even if they're talking about totally different things. And this often becomes, well, people don't, it gets annoying for people. Or at least it's not as interesting as if the person was in different moods. Or at least if they weren't in the same mood as often. Yeah, so definitely I've been able to see in myself. And it's harder to detect this form of repetition because it's it's not necessarily repeating the same topics, but people will detect it. But they'll detect it via impression. They'll have an impression of a person. They'll be like, oh, he's that really angry guy, or he's that really arrogant guy, or she's that really doubtful woman, or she's that really self-conscious woman, or she's that really critical person, or he's that really outgoing guy or laid back guy, or they'll have a particular impression of someone. And a lot of the times, well, it's a lot of times it is a negative impression. Like if you think about people in your life, and most of the people that you're going to come across or you have to interact with, that you regularly see, and you think, I'm going to see him. When you go in there and you're expecting to see this guy, you're probably already subconsciously expecting that he's going to be in a certain mood. and he's going to be putting across a certain kind of an energy. And the way this is being put across is coming through the output. And a lot of times, you know, the people that you're around, because they're putting across the same things, the same kind of states, you probably do think to yourself, you probably would, oh, I wish he was not like that so much of the time. Because it is better to be more varied in interacting with people. To put something across that's more appropriate to maybe the general situation. Maybe it's more appropriate to the other person. Maybe it's more appropriate to what's happening or what's being discussed at that point in time. It's not just your mood, whatever that is that you're putting across. So definitely, the Enneagram's helped me detect this in myself. And it's something that you detect based on the sentences. You know, every sentence sort of has it built in when you're subconsciously when you're subconsciously reflecting this mood. Every sort of sentence has that built in, or at least every sort of paragraph does, and most sentences are setting up this mood. But when you sort of can see that, and you can think to yourself, you know, is this actually what I want to be reflecting at this point in time? And it's not even what you want to be, you want to reflect. It's just subconscious, it's just automatic, and you're just putting this automatic thing out there because you're used to it. You're used to interacting that way. And it's not in line with what you actually want to communicate to people. So it's not even the real you. It's just an automatic behavior that you're not fully aware of. And the Enneagram has helped me become aware of this. And it's made what I put out there much more reflective of what I want to put out there, and much more varied and much more appropriate to the situation, and much more responsive to the person I'm talking to or to the people I'm talking to. And a hell of a lot better. It's made things a lot better. It's been a big improvement. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like. I think my tummy was rumbling because I'm real hungry. I'm going to get some breakfast. Please subscribe. I hope to see you guys later in other videos. Thank you very much.